What is up, guys? My name is Dr. Randy Thompson. This is my puppy Roo. Today we're gonna go over a stretching routine that I recommend to like almost all of my patients. It's a phenomenal routine. It's really really great for loosening up your hips and your legs, which is going to take a lot of the pressure off of your lower back. So if you have low back pain, if you have a lot of stiffness, if you have a job where you're either on your feet all day moving, lifting a lot of heavy things, or if you're sitting still, slowly getting stiff day after day after day, this routine is great for you. But it's a little of a difficult routine. So here's kind of the bar that needs to be met in order for me to feel confident that you can do this safely. So there's only two things. There's only two things that I recommend that you should be able to do before trying this routine without any modifications. So those two things are, first, I want to make sure that you're able to sit down and get up at least 5 times without using your hands. If you can sit down and get up at least 5 times without using your hands and are able to hold a plank position for at least 30 seconds, then I think that you can do this routine as is without any modifications. For those of you that can't do that yet, then I'm going to be modifying things as we go. So if you find that one exercise is too much or it's too stiff or anything like that, or too uncomfortable or too strenuous, then look for the modifications that I'm going to be doing throughout the video. So here's the routine. So you're going to download the Nike Training Club app. I love the Nike Training Club app. If you go to the Play Store, just type in Nike Training Club, it'll come right up. Download it. It's going to ask you a whole bunch of questions. It's going to say like, what are your goals? How much weight do you want to lose? Blah, blah, blah. Just go through the questions, answer, put it, if you want to do if you want the app to design a routine for you, put them in honestly. But if you just want to get to this program, then just click through them as quickly as you can. It doesn't really matter what you put in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to workouts. I'm going to scroll down until I find browse by workout type. From there, I'm going to hit yoga. I know you can't see it, but I'm hitting yoga. And then I'm going to scroll down until I find lower body strength yoga. Lower body strength yoga, this one. So, I'm sorry you can't see all of this perfectly, but this is an old phone that I had that I figured would be good enough for this. So what you're going to do is you're going to hit download. It's going to download it. You can scroll through, and it'll actually show you a lot of the poses that you're going to be doing soon. While you're in the app, it'll show you videos to follow along with. But so you can browse through the different workouts. You can see which ones you like, see which ones you don't like. Has a nice little motivational quote. And we're just going to jump right into it, okay? So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them as we go. And if you're not joining us live, then I'll answer them later on when we get them. Alrighty, we're going to jump right into it.
Hi, it's Master Trainer Leah Kim. Our practice today has some new poses and challenges. Be kind to yourself as you find your edges and push.
So the app is going to kind of talk you through some stuff. It's going to tell you how to do the workouts and stuff like that. And I'm going to follow along the best I can because I'm kind of watching it as you're watching it. So I'm pretty sure I can see it. If you see me getting close to the screen, that's why. I just can't really see what's going on. So we're sitting here, we're taking some deep belly breaths. If you're not able to bend your knees to the point where you can reach your butt to your heels, have a seat on a chair. It's this should be relaxing. It should be somewhere where you're sitting straight up. You're able to take a nice deep breath.
Take one more inhale here.
Or play with your puppy.
Extend your arms out in front of you. Bring your forehead down to the floor.
So now we're going to child's pose. Oh, this is a nice relaxing position. It's a nice way to kind of round your back and get some movement in there.
Try puppy pose by bringing your legs together and lifting your tailbone up towards the sky.
My feet are cramping up a little bit, so I'm a little fidgety.
Breathe through the back side of your body.
Which is okay.
From child's pose, lift your head. Tuck your toes under and press back to down dog.
So for this one, you
Spread
want
your
ideally
fingers
want to try to
and
get your
look back
heels
towards your heels.
to the ground and kiss your puppy the whole time.
Take a few deep breaths.
But
here.
try to straighten out your legs. You're gonna try to get your heels as low as you can. Try to get your butt up as high as you
Bend
can.
one leg at a time while pressing your heels towards the ground.
And I think they just said the same thing.
Keep your hands planted and bend your knees. Slowly walk your feet towards your hands at the top of the mat. Separate your feet hip-width apart and soften your knees while you fold.
I'm gonna turn this up a little bit because I'm having trouble hearing it. But
Hold and breathe.
if you can't hear me, let me know in the comments.
On your next inhale, make your way into mountain. Exhale, bring your hands to center. Now moving into mountain to plank flow. Inhale and extend your arms up toward the sky. Come into forward fold. Inhale into half lift.
I don't know what happened.
Exhale and fold forward. Plant your hands and step back to high plank. Hold and breathe.
Yeah, people can't see me. You can actually sync this up with some music
Exhale
too.
and press back into down dog.
So if you're looking for music, there's a bunch of apps that sync with this. I think Spotify.
From down dog, spread your fingers wide and shift your weight onto your right leg.
I think SoundCloud. I think
Lift your
a bunch
left
of other
leg up
ones
toward the
sync
ceiling.
with it too.
Begin moving to a crescent lunge. Place your left foot between your hands with your knee at a 90-degree angle.
Like this?
Inhale and lengthen your spine.
So for here,
Exhale and let your
you should be
hips
feeling
sink
at
down
the
towards
front
the
of
mat.
this leg. If balancing is difficult, make sure you got something to
and
hold
breathe.
on to balance to. There's no reason that you can't hold on to something for balance, because this is going to give you a great stretch in the front of the thigh. I really want you doing this exercise, even if this routine seems a little bit daunting.
Now step back into downward dog. Let's try the crescent lunge flow on the right side. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Step your right foot between your hands. Keep your hips square and your spine long.
I actually did really like that one. That felt good. If you can lift your leg up as high
Lengthen
as
your
you can.
spine with each inhale, and with each exhale, relax farther into the stretch in your hips.
Ooh, this one needs it. So one thing you can do, so people ask me, do I turn my foot out? Do I keep it straight up?
Almost
That's
there.
totally up
Just
to
a
you,
few
whatever you
more
feel
rounds
more
of breath.
comfortable with. I like to put it down because that way I can get a little bit more of the inside of my thigh. The inside of my thigh feels like it needs it today.
Inhale, hands down to step back to down dog.
Alrighty.
Take a full cycle of breath.
So as you can see,
Slowly walk your
I'm pretty
feet
new
to
to
the
this
top of the
routine
mat.
too. So if you need to take a break,
Forward
you're doing this
fold.
at home. You can take a break. Like, it is fine. There's no reason that you can't,
Soften your spine
pause
and
the
fold
video
deeper.
or, take it as you go. But try
With
to
a
do the
slight
whole thing
bend in your
if you
knees,
can.
Slowly
It's
roll
tough,
up
but
to
do your
standing.
best.
Exhale, bring your hands to center. Moving into chair pose. Bend your knees.
So
Bring
chair
your arms
pose is
up
an interesting
overhead,
one.
sinking your hips down.
I wasn't a big fan of chair pose for a long time, but the goal is
Squeeze your ankles and thighs together.
you're going to squeeze your ankles and thighs together with your arms up overhead, and you're going to try to get
Try
down
not
as
to
low
grip
as
the
you
mat.
can,
You should be
keeping
able
your
to lift
arms
your
up
toes
and your
up.
heels on the ground. It's pretty difficult, and you need some pretty good thoracic extension to be able to do it.
Exhale
You can
and fold
see
forward,
me.
hinging at your hips.
My back starts to round right about here.
With your
But
feet planted,
do
hinge
your
from
best.
your hips and sweep
If
your
that's a
arms
little too
overhead
difficult, spread
as you
your feet a
rise
little
up to
bit wider
standing.
and just drop down into a squat, kind of like this.
Release your hands to center.
Loosen up the hips, loosen up the ankles. This is a good alternative
Inhale and
to
extend
chair
your arms
pose.
up to mountain pose. Come into forward fold. Inhale into half lift. Exhale and fold forward. Inhale and step back into high plank. Keep your arms and core strong.
So let's talk a little bit about why this is
Keep
so
your
good
core
for you.
engaged the entire time.
So when you're loosening up your hips, your lower
Take
back
one
is going to
more
get less of
inhale
a
here.
force.
Exhale.
Because it's going to be
Draw
transferred a
your
lot to your
navel
hips
in
and your legs
push
as well.
back into down dog.
So this is a big one about stretching
Now,
out your
let's
hamstrings,
repeat the sequence
loosening up
one
your
more
thighs
time.
and your quads and your glutes and stuff like that.
This time,
All
let's
of that is
hold
going
a
to really
little
help
bit
to
longer.
prevent back pain later on down the road. But there's a lot of core exercises in here too. There's a lot of planks,
Keep
a
your
lot of
hands
stuff
and
like
right
that.
foot rooted into the floor,
Your
while your left leg
abs were
floats upward.
designed to keep things still. You might see,
Begin
like
moving
the
to a
six
crescent
pack in
lunge.
front, and you
Place your
think,
left
oh, with the
foot
six
between
pack,
your hands with your knee at a 90-degree angle.
with the six pack, I'm meant to kind of round forward. But in reality, your abs are kind of like a corset.
Take
They
a
go
moment to check
all the
your
way around your
alignment.
lower back, all the way around your rib cage, and they're trying to think of your at core kind of like two bowls. The
Keep your
first bowl
spine
is your
long.
hips underneath, right? The second bowl is your rib cage, and you want to make those two bowls level, like right on top of each other. If one goes forward, the water's going to spill,
Just a few more
in
rounds of
either
breath.
direction. So you want the two bowls to kind of stack on top of each other. So if you can have that neutral spine position and stabilize it with your core, you're going to be much, much less likely to get injured when you're at
Hands
work or
down
when
to
you're,
step back to down
playing
dog.
with the kids or when you're playing with the dog or anything like that.
Switching sides.
All right. I'm going to jump back in.
Inhale.
Whoa.
Lift your right leg high.
Whoa.
With strong legs, rise up into crescent lunge.
You heard all those clicks? You can tell I need this, huh? Woo!
Lengthen your spine with each inhale, and with each exhale, relax farther into the stretch in your hips.
You had a hard workout
Keep
yesterday.
reaching through your fingertips.
A little too deep.
Hold and breathe.
So if these long holds are too much for you, don't be afraid to cycle in, cycle
Find
out,
your way into
wiggle
down
around,
dog.
drop your knee. It's up to you.
Take a few deep breaths here. Walk or hop your feet to the top of the mat. Feel free to grab hold of opposite elbows. Breathe deeply. With a slight bend in your knees, slowly roll up to standing. Bring your hands to heart center. Now let's shift into chair pose. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Squeeze your inner thighs together.
Oh, this is tough.
You should see your toes as you look down.
So I'm going a little bit lower.
Almost there. Just a few
That
more
might
rounds
be right,
of
it
breath.
might be wrong. I'm not sure, but I want to do it this way.
Exhale to forward fold, leading with your chest. With a slight bend in your knees, slowly roll up to standing.
Ooh.
Bring your hands to heart center. Extend your arms up and overhead. Come into forward fold. Inhale into half lift. Exhale and drop your head. Step into high plank. Hold and breathe. High plank is great for building strength.
Fact.
Almost there, just a few more rounds of breath. Inhale and move into down dog, pressing your hips up and back. Now let's take half pigeon flow on the left.
I love half
Lift
pigeon.
your left leg up toward the ceiling.
Oh, half pigeon's phenomenal. Just wait for this.
Moving into half pigeon, lift your left knee into your chest and then rest it behind your left wrist.
So we do this stretch. I think this is one they're
Lift your
doing
chest and reach forward to lengthen.
like all
Then
the
lower
time.
down onto
So
your hands or forearms.
I want to get my knee out in front of my chest. I want my knee to be, it could be at a 45-degree angle.
Relax your
I
upper
like the
body.
45-degree angle. But in this one, you can bend it a little bit more if that's more comfortable for you. You know, lay straight down.
Sweep
When I
your
lay
left
down
leg
like this,
up and scorpion your dog by rotating your left hip over your right.
wants me to what? Oh, this one's tough. Oh, yeah. So
Keep breathing deeply.
you can try going up and over, or you can just do this flat on the floor. Put your arms out to the side for balance.
Find your way into down dog.
Reach across just like this. This is a really nice stretch. As long as you
Switching
don't scare the cat
sides.
or kick the end table.
Now
with the water
sweep
on
your
it.
right leg up and behind you. Start to shift into half pigeon. Lift your right leg into your chest and then rest it behind your right wrist.
Leg.
Breathe
What?
deeply and
Just
relax your
like
upper
stretching.
body.
I know. You want to play so bad. We're going to play in like 20 minutes. Don't
Take a deep inhale.
Woo.
Exhale. Sink down a little deeper.
Woo. You really feel this one all through the glutes. All right through here.
Pressing back into down dog, sweep your right leg up and scorpion your dog by rotating your right hip over your left.
I'm just doing this one. I like this one better. I feel a better stretch when I'm doing it this way. But teach their own. Try both. If you want more of a
Bring your leg back
physical
and into
activity
down dog.
stretch,
Plant your
do the
hands
ones
and
where you're
feet
up on all
evenly
fours.
and activate your arms and core.
otherwise that one's fine.
From down dog, keep your core engaged and begin to look forward. Bend your knees and ease your hips back over your heels.
Huh? Oh.
Allow yourself to rest your head on your mat. Your knees can be as wide or as narrow as comfortable. Breathe slowly. From child's pose, rise up onto your hands and knees. Exhale as you round your spine.
This one's great.
Inhale as you arch up.
This one's fantastic for
Roll through a few more rounds of
getting some
cat-cow.
spine mobility. Not just lengthening your spine, but really getting some movement in
Move
both
where it feels
directions.
good.
So this
Add
is a really
side-to-side
common exercise I
movements
use
or do
for
a barrel roll in each
patients
direction.
with herniated discs. So you're going to round it up as high as you can. Arch it back down and lift your head. This is really difficult for people who haven't done it before, so it's much more beneficial to see it in a mirror.
Then
So you
sit
can kinda
down
see
and make your way onto your back.
what your back looks like and if you're kind of arching it as much as they are in the video. Because you really, really want to accentuate this as much
On
as
an
you can.
inhale, press down through your feet
What's he
and
doing?
slowly lift your hips up
Oh.
off the floor.
So like I said, strengthening the
Engage
hips
your
and
inner
glutes
thighs. Imagine
is
holding
another
a
way
rock between
to
your
support
knees.
your hips and glutes so that you're not going to take so much of the force going through your lower back.
Keep your hips
So with this
lifted
one,
and energized.
Arms are flat on the floor, head's flat on the floor. You're going to lift your hips up as high as you can. And I want everyone
one
doing this
more
exercise.
inhale,
Unless
lift a
you're getting
little
really
higher.
bad back pain while you're doing this, I really, really want you to do this exercise because it's
Exhaling,
just phenomenal for your
slowly
lower
lower
back.
your hips down. We'll do 2 more rounds of bridge. Lift your hips up.
I can't tell if it's doing
Hold
repetitions or if
and
it's just
breathe.
holding. I think it's just holding. Whoa.
Watch your belly rise and fall with your breath. Almost there, just a few more rounds of breath. Take 1 more inhale, then slowly lower your hips back down.
What are they doing next? In case you couldn't notice, I can't
move
see
into
the
bridge.
screen from laying down.
Keep your hands firmly grounded.
I'm gonna find another way to do this in the future, but yeah. So while you're holding this pose, if you're cramping up,
Root down through your feet.
you can go ahead and take a rest. Doing more repetitions isn't a bad thing. If you want to do the hold, you
Keep
can do the
breathing.
hold because it's
You're
nice
doing
to
great.
work that end range. So lifting your hips up as high as you can, that's essentially, you know, the full extension
Take one
of
more
the hip.
inhale,
That's the
then
end
slowly lower
position
your
when you're
hips
going,
back
when you're
down.
walking, when you're running and stuff like that. So by actually
Now let's move into the
holding
final
that end
flow on
position,
the
you're
left
working
side.
that end range of motion. Whereas if you do more repetitions, it's not a bad thing. You're
Keep
still
your
working
left
the
knee
whole
close
muscle.
and extend
but,
your right leg out and let it rest. Use your right hand on the outside of your left knee to gently draw it across your body into a twist.
Oh, I like this one. This one's a nice one.
With your left shoulder connected to the mat,
You're just
reach your
crossing
left
right
arm
over.
back and away from
It's the
you,
opposite
with
of
your
what we
palm
did last
facing
time.
down to the ground.
So there was one where we were on your stomach and you brought your leg over to the side. This one,
Breathe into your twist.
you're gonna bring your leg
Let your
straight
hip and
across.
lower back relax with
Arms
every
out
breath.
for the. So you want your arms out to stop your upper body from rolling. So your arms should kind of be what's blocking your upper body,
Slowly
and then you're going
release
to
from
just
the
bring
twist
your other
and
leg
gently
across
hug
as far
both
as you can.
knees toward your chest.
Just like this. This is a nice one. 10 more minutes.
Switching sides.
No, just not right now.
Place your left hand on your right knee and draw it across your body in a gentle twist. Breathe deeply. Let your gaze fall over your
In
shoulder,
addition to your lower back, you should also be feeling this in the glutes and a little bit of the hamstrings as well.
almost there, just a few more rounds of breath. Slowly unwind your twist. Gently hug your knees into your chest. Take a full breath in and out. Now for a final rest. Extend your legs out towards the corners of your mat. Let your arms fall to your sides with palms facing up. Close your eyes and allow yourself to
I love this one.
relax.
This is nap stretch. Everybody's favorite stretch.
Take a
little nap.
moment to make sure you're completely at ease. With every breath, allow your body to relax a bit deeper.
Alrighty, so this is pretty much the end of it. What's up, Regis? I'm so glad that one's been
If you
helping.
have time, feel free
Sleep
to
is one of the
rest
best things
here
you can
a
do
bit
to help yourself
longer.
recover, so definitely don't skip the nap stretch. Yes, she is. She's so pretty. But you might want to put yours in another room while you're trying to stretch if she's as adorable and always wants to play as much as
Awesome work.
her.
Thank yourself for putting in the time today. With every workout, you're building on the fundamentals of strength and balance to get through tougher poses.
Yeah, so this is all done. I'm just gonna turn this one off. But yeah, so it's a 20-minute. So it shows a 20-minute routine. I burned about 50 calories if I actually followed along and did it the whole time. There's like hundreds of other routines that are on there that would definitely be beneficial for anyone that's starting to get into stretching or starting to wants to adopt some kind of daily stretching practice. So I know I couldn't see the screen all that well, so I wasn't really following along with it. If you have any questions about which stretches and which modifications would be right for you, come on into the office. We'll go over it step by step. We'll make sure that there's nothing that could potentially be causing you any pain or anything that any reason at all that you shouldn't be doing this. Take a look at the app, download the app, look through all the different exercises that they have. Give this one a try. Remember, you can do this at home. So there's no equipment needed. There's no you don't need a gym membership or anything like that. Give it a try. Let me know how it goes, and then we will see you Probably next week. I don't know. The next time I gotta fill up my gas. I'll see you guys then. Alrighty, have a great day. Enjoy your weekends. Bye.